Okay, so this time with this another class trial again. But whose body is it? Well, we don't know who it is exactly, but you know, we'll just have to find out what it will be. Is it gonna be another execution, or it's gonna be a trap or some shit? Anywho, we'll have to find out. Hello everyone, what's going on you guys? My name is Orange Reflare, and here we're back to another episode of Danganronpa. Previously episode we explored that there was a body that was unknown in Byakuya. We found the data center, and then we found out Kyoko was still alive after all. In this episode, we have to figure out what's going to happen in the 5th class trial. But before I get started with this, who's in the chat? We got, hey Rookie, y'all, welcome to the stream, man. How's it going, man? Alright, let's go ahead and get started. Here we go, another class trial again.
Let's begin with a basic okay.
Well then, let's discuss the specifics of the victim.
Well, honestly, that's the same intro, so honestly, that's kind of no point.
First, we need to clarify who exactly the unidentified victim is.
It's Kyoko! There's no other explanation.
But Kyoko's standing right there.
No! That's a ghost!
But she has legs and stuff.
Well, that's just because she's like the latest evolution in ghost technology!
There's a limit to how much ridiculousness I can tolerate.
Okay. So I just have to prove that the corpse isn't Kyoko, right? Then let's compare Kyoko's traits to the traits of the dead body.
Her traits?
I got it! I'm talking about her gloves. They'll give us some insight into the mystery. I'm sure of it.
In that case, I think it would be helpful if someone explained why she actually wears those gloves.
And would you happen to know the answer?
In fact, Monokuma told me. Apparently you have scars on your hands you don't want anyone to see.
Oh! You know, now that I think about it, the corpse wasn't wearing any gloves, right?
They probably just got burnt up in the explosion. I'm not convinced. The ghost is just trying to fool us all.
The corpse was never Kyoko anyway, so let's see what the hell's gonna happen.
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
No, he's wrong.
Whatever. Anyways,
No, there's no way the corpse was wearing gloves. Whoever it was, they were wearing fake nails, remember? I imagine trying to wear gloves over nails like that would have been a pretty big pain. Besides, Kyoko wears gloves to hide her hands, right? It'd be pretty weird for someone who's self-conscious about their hands to wear fake nails, don't you think?
Jeez, man, you don't know women, huh? They're complicated like that.
If anyone doesn't know women, it's you.
there you go.
Well, Kyoko, any thoughts?
These gloves were custom made to the size of my hands to make sure they don't interfere with my daily life. If I wore fake nails, the gloves wouldn't fit properly.
Then that's that. The dead body doesn't belong to Kyoko.
Which should have been obvious since she's standing right here.
Okay, so then, who's the real victim? First,
That's the first thing I said. You're the one who's been dragging us around in circles.
Now, I guess we have to find the victim, so
Kyoko really is still alive. Then who died?
There's gotta be some way to figure it out. don't think so. The face was scorched beyond recognition. And there wasn't any description in the Monokuma file. Oh, if we can't identify the body...
No, it's wrong.
Oh, real close, I'm not gonna rely. So close to that whisper voice. Anyways, Batman.
There was one clue left behind that we can use to identify the body.
What? For real? If you're lying, you'll die a cruel and unusual death.
Cruel and unusual death. This I gotta see.
She's just being stupid. Ignore them, Makoto. Tell us what you're talking about.
The key to figuring out who it was is the tattoo on the back of her hand.
Oh, yeah. The design's pretty strange, huh? Is this a dog? Her master must have made her get it. To be like, you're my bitch.
Seriously? We really did something that humiliating?
No, that's not it. The identity of the victim is hidden within that tattoo.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, it's kind of true, because it just has the profile.
I got it!
That's the profile.
The Fenrir Mercenary Corps. That's the name of the military group Mukuro Ikusaba belonged to.
Okay, so...
To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
Fenrir?
I mentioned Fenrir. I think that's like a familiar one I've seen. It's like a husk or some shit, but I mean, you know. It's also like one of the characters from, a lot of the characters from Smash. Yeah, it's gotta be Wolf. Wait. There we go.
Now I understand.
Okay, then.
The representation of Fenrir is a wolf.
Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok. It's from Norse mythology. A huge, world-ending wolf beast. He's the child of the trickster god Loki, and a female giant.
Man, after all this time, we finally got a glimpse of the literary all-star.
A wolf tattoo. Then that means...
Exactly. The body we found had a tattoo of a wolf, which means that person must have once belonged to Fenrir. So it must have been Mukuro.
What?
Hold on. Isn't she the one that was behind this whole thing?
You sound surprised, but you're absolutely right. Yes, indeed. The trial this time is to solve the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Are you saying the mastermind is dead? And now we have to have a last trial?
No. It means we were wrong in thinking that Mukuro was the mastermind at all.
But I mean, being the ultimate despair seems like a pretty mastermindy title to me.
Maybe we shouldn't have been thinking of her as the ultimate despair in the first place. After all, looking at her profile, I didn't see anything that would fit such a description. All it said was that she was the ultimate soldier. If I remember correctly, that other information came from Kyoko. That's what you told Makoto, right?
So that means Kyoko got it wrong?
And who was she? Who was Mukuro Ikusaba? She's been gone this whole time? And when she finally turns up, she gets killed. Usually when there's a scene where an important character dies, it has a lot more detail.
So you're saying she wasn't an important character? Which would mean she was the same as us. Just another participant.
Then who's the real mastermind?
It must have been the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster after all.
No, the headmaster has nothing to do with it.
But how can we trust that? We already know your information about Mukuro was wrong.
My information was not wrong.
Okay. We're in the middle of a trial right now. Figuring out who killed Mukuro is first and foremost. Please limit all future prattle, chatter, and chit-chat as much as possible.
Fine. Uncovering the identity of the mastermind will have to wait. But remember this. No matter what happens, we will find out who you really are. I stake my family name on it.
I have officially decided to completely ignore all such attempts at provocation. Now then, just so nobody's confused, let me state this one more time for the record. The reason we're having a class trial is because a murder among the students has taken place.
We get it. No one cares, man.
Hammer that point straight into your big ol' brains!
What you're saying is that both the victim and the culprit are part of the student body?
Then, one of us killed Mukuro?
Wait, no! There's a chance that there's some mystery 17th person who's been hiding all along!
Nope! There are only 16 students in total that have been taking part in these events.
Seriously? Then, one of us killed Mukuro?
Who did it? Who's the killer this time?
Get a hold of yourself. We've already narrowed down the list of possible suspects.
Huh?
I'm sure you realize who I'm talking about, right, Makoto? Who the evidence points to?
Oh, that's gotta be hidden.
I got it! You've narrowed it down to Kyoko and me, right?
Why do you say that?
Allow me to explain. Just after nighttime last night, I went to the garden, so I can confirm that at that point, there was no dead body there. So, the murder must have taken place after I left the garden. However, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I were in the gym the entire time.
The gym?
That's right. The four of us were there trying to dismantle Monokuma. The whole time, we were very careful not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. All of which is to say, the four of us all have alibis. The only ones without alibis
Are me and Makoto. That's why you're able to narrow down the list of suspects.
exactly so.
I have something I'd like to say regarding the whole alibi thing.
Are you thinking of raising an objection?
Well, before that, I just want to try and get a better idea of what time the murder took place. Doing that might reveal some kind of clue.
Whatever you want. Somebody go ahead and help him out.
Me and Byakuya can both confirm that the body wasn't in the garden at... Well, it was after nighttime for sure. I'd say it must have been around 10 o'clock. So the murder must have happened after 10 p.m.
Then I guess we can say the time frame for the murder was between then and when we found the body? Oh, but what time did we find the body?
The one who saw the body first was Toko, right? And she went to go get the pickaxe.
9 o'clock.
I got it! The body must have been discovered at 9 a.m., since that's when Toko went to get the pickaxe.
He's right. It had to be around then.
So we can be totally sure the murder happened sometime between 10 at night and 9 in the morning.
For me, I was already asleep before nighttime hit, so I don't have an alibi after 10 o'clock. But I'm sure I met up with everyone else before 9 this morning.
We ran into each other in the dining hall, right? That was around... Oh yeah! Right around 7:30. I remember checking right before I went in, so I'm totally sure about it.
Which means from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m., you don't have an alibi.
So we have to just provide that alibi. Okay, I might know it.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock and...
No, it's wrong!
Wasn't here? Yeah, we're good. Alright.
Actually, the murder couldn't have happened anywhere near 10 o'clock. It had to have taken place way later.
And what makes you say that?
Because of the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off right at 7:30 every morning, right? So if the body had been in the garden before 7:30, then it should have been completely soaked.
Oh, hold on! I remember this part perfectly. The body was wet. Dripping wet, in fact.
Sorry, Toko, but you're wrong.
I'm wrong? How? Are you
saying only the mouth down south was wet? How dare you spew such indecent words!
No, I'm saying that the body was wet, but not because of the sprinklers.
What do you mean by denying the sprinkler? Are you trying to deny my entire existence?
Man, you're totally wacko.
If you really think it wasn't the sprinkler, you better tell us why!
Well, what I'm about to do right now. I'm about to do it right now. Here we go.
I admit nothing. No, no, no! Enough! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. No, no, no! That's enough! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I'm right about this. I admit nothing. No, no, no!
Jesus Christ. Alright.
How can you say it wasn't the sprinkler?
This should prove it.
Hey, Lovely Ocean Fan, welcome to the stream, man. How's it going?
Just remember what the body was like after the explosion, and you'll see why it wasn't the sprinklers. The top half of the body was wet, yes, but the bottom half was completely dry. If the sprinklers got the body wet, shouldn't the whole body have been wet?
So they only got the top wet? The bottom was completely dry? What a brutal maniac!
I'm so sick of her.
Agreed with you, Hina.
Let's just move on. The reason only the top half was wet was because while the body was still on fire, I doused it with water. But only the part on fire, the top half.
Oh, then I guess the sprinklers really didn't do it.
So if the sprinklers didn't get the body wet, then the murder must have taken place sometime after the sprinklers turned on at 7:30 in the morning.
Which means she must have been killed sometime between then and when the body was discovered at 9.
But Makoto's alibi was only missing from 10 o'clock last night to 7:30 this morning, right?
So there's no way Makoto could have done it. I guess you had an alibi after all. Good for you.
In which case, the only one left without an alibi is Kyoko.
So Kyoko's the one without an alibi.
I'd just like to say one thing. If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever, which is why I can't let that happen.
So are you saying you're not the culprit?
Of course I'm not. I have no reason to kill anyone. This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us.
A trap?
We're this far into the game, and now you decide to blame me? Stop wasting time! Stop wasting energy! You really think your little trick is gonna work?
Shut up, you!
You got it, boss! Shutting up now!
Anyway, Kyoko, you actually did have a reason to kill her.
Huh? She did?
She thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair. In other words, the mastermind behind everything. So she killed her to try and put a stop to all this. Isn't that right, Kyoko? But you made one catastrophic mistake. Mukuro wasn't the mastermind at all. And as a result, we were forced into another trial, something I'm sure you weren't at all expecting.
So that was her motive?
If she had a motive and no alibi, well then, I think it's pretty clear Kyoko's gotta be the culprit.
I'm not the only one without an alibi. Makoto's explanation is still insufficient.
Oh,
Huh?
are you fucking me?
The sprinklers didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean the murder happened when he said it did.
What are you?
Because you see, there is a way the body could have avoided getting wet.
Interesting. I'm listening.
All it would take is covering the body with a certain something to keep it from getting wet.
Oh, that's tough, isn't it?
I got it!
Yeah, it's the tarp.
You're talking about the tarp, aren't you?
You catch on quick. You're right. All you'd have to do is cover the body with the tarp, and that'd take care of the water. In fact, that's exactly what the killer did. The dirt pattern on the tarp can attest to that. Only one side of the tarp got dirty, because that's the side that got covered in water. The side that faced down over the body, meanwhile, kept perfectly clean. This proves that the killer used the tarp to keep the body from getting soaked.
But why would they go to all that effort just to keep the body from getting wet?
Most likely so they could cloud the issue of when the murder actually took place. In other words, to create an excuse exactly like the one Makoto just gave us.
Damn, what the fuck did I do? Make a fucking excuse. What the fuck? That's bullshit.
Wait. Something's not right.
And what might that be? By covering the body with a tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side was because the sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp
Wait, why do we have
was
this?
totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
No, it's wrong.
Real clever right there. It's real clever. Anyways.
Actually, one side being clean is pretty strange if you think about it. Because the blood wasn't dry before the body got blown up, right? Byakuya said it himself. Not to touch it, or you might get some on you. If you put a tarp on a body in that state, it absolutely would have gotten blood on it.
Well, maybe the culprit washed it, so nobody would know they'd used it.
If they had, they would have washed both sides. Just washing the one side wouldn't hide anything.
Oh, yeah, true.
Goofy? Okay.
More than that, what if the very blood we saw on the body was meant as a kind of camouflage? What if, after the killer used the tarp to avoid the sprinklers, they then covered the body in blood that didn't belong to the victim?
I think it's reference to the footage.
You mean someone else's blood? Where would they get something like that?
I know! They could have grabbed some of the blood packs from the nurse's office. That's what Hifumi did, right? When he pretended to be dead?
No, that's not what happened this time. The killer got the blood from right there in the garden.
Oh no, you don't mean the chicken. That's not the Steve chicken.
I got it!
Ah, Chief.
Could it have been chicken blood?
What? Chicken blood?
When I checked the chicken coop before the murder, there were 5 chickens. But after the murder, there were only 4.
So, you're saying someone killed a chicken and then covered the body with its blood? Man, that's messed up.
Killing a living thing just to do something like that is awful. They should have at least eaten it.
I wonder if the killer had to get the blood from the scene so they wouldn't be spotted walking around. Anyway, there's no denying that a chicken went missing, which provides a basis for my theory.
Perhaps, but even so, there's one thing that still doesn't make sense. You said the culprit used the tarp to avoid the water and then covered the body in blood, right? But if that's the case, then the blood should have soaked into the ground around the body. But that's not what we saw. Only the victim's clothing had blood on it. The ground was completely clean.
I have to agree, that certainly is strange. Maybe they didn't apply the blood at the scene. Maybe they covered the coat in blood beforehand.
They covered it beforehand?
When you discovered the body, was it wearing the coat like you normally would?
I think so. Wait, no. The head was through the neck hole, but the arms weren't in the sleeves.
Then that settles it.
Sorry, I'm having a tough time keeping up. What settles what?
Here's what happened. The murder took place before the sprinklers went off, but the body didn't get wet because the killer covered it with the tarp. Then, later, at the same time the killer was gathering up the tarp, they pulled the coat over the body, the coat they'd already covered in blood. This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual time the murder occurred. They wanted us to think the murder happened sometime after the sprinklers had gone off, at 7:30.
If that's actually what took place, it certainly becomes possible that the murder happened earlier.
But to pull all that off, wouldn't they have had to go back to the garden after the sprinklers turned off?
That actually wouldn't have been all that difficult.
Huh?
They already had the coat ready, so they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body. They'd be done in no time.
Maybe, but still.
Hina, after you met up with Makoto in the dining hall, did you two stay together from that point on?
Oh no, I headed off to the gym, and Makoto didn't show up till later.
Then he had plenty of time to spare, wouldn't you say?
That's not...
Don't bother saying it's not possible.
I must admit, Kyoko's reasoning is sound. Makoto's alibi is inadequate.
Way to fuck me over, Kyoko. Oh, thank you.
Well then, it looks like we're back to square one. Makoto's alibi is no good, so once again, our suspects are him and Kyoko.
For serious, man? Which one of them did it? Hey, why don't we let luck decide? Let's flip a coin. 50-50 odds.
I doubt that's...
Oh!
See? Pretty good idea, right?
No, not that. I just remembered something super serious.
Well, don't just stand there. Out with it.
Oh, damn.
You know that knife we found all black and burnt?
One we found stuck in the body before it exploded, right? According to the Monokuma file, the knife went all the way through, from front to back. So, what about it?
I'm pretty sure I'd seen that knife somewhere before. That's what I thought when I first saw it. I just remembered.
Oh yeah, the knife.
It's the knife we gave to Makoto?
You don't seem surprised. You must have noticed earlier.
Yeah,
Then why did you hide that fact?
it's not that I hid it. It's just...
Suspicious! Very suspicious indeed. The knife we found stuck in the body came from Makoto. Now I'm totally convinced he did it. 12,000% convinced.
Oh boy. Oh boy, looks like I'm really suspicious, isn't it?
The knife we found lodged in the
see
dead
it.
body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
Just because I had the knife once? That automatically makes me the killer?
Really? Just having a...
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right?
Wait, what?
Shoot!
What? No, that's gotta be it. Hold on, what are you talking about?
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
Oh, I got the knife.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife, that seals it. Makoto did it.
Just because I had the knife once? That automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed.
There we go.
No!
I could have fucked it up if I was the one that... thought it was fragments right there. Okay, anyways.
Wait, hold on. The stab wound isn't what killed Mukuro. That should be clear from the description of the cover-up we just heard.
Lies! We never talked about what killed her!
No, don't you remember? The killer covered the dead body with the tarp, and then put the bloody coat on it, right? In other words, the victim never wore that blood-stained coat until after they were dead.
Okay, fine. So what?
So, when we discovered the body, the knife had been thrust through the coat along with the body. Meaning, if she wasn't stabbed until the coat was put on, and she was already dead at that point, obviously the stab wound isn't what killed her.
Maybe you stabbed her twice. Once to kill her and once to cover it up.
I got it! The Monokuma file clearly states that there was only one stab wound.
Oh yeah, it sure did. I totally forgot about that.
And the knife
Was just another piece of camouflage set up by the true killer. They probably stabbed her to draw attention away from what actually killed her. Exploding the body afterward was probably meant to do the same thing. The explosion severely damaged the body, making it impossible to know what really killed her. It was all the killer's attempt to destroy all evidence of their crime.
So they wanted us to notice the stab wound and then detonated the body afterward. They meant for us to latch onto the knife as the cause of death, then destroy any evidence proving otherwise.
Oh, hey, I have a question. It kind of goes back to the beginning, but what's the deal with that explosion anyway? Why'd the body just blow up all of a sudden like that?
If you bothered to put that lump of gray matter between your ears to use, you'd know the answer.
Well, if you're so smart, just tell me.
I'll tell you. I bet some unknown quantum particle caused an atomic level spontaneous combustion!
I might be dumb, but even I'm not dumb enough to believe that.
Go ahead, Makoto. Tell her or we won't make any headway on this.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
I got it!
One neat moment.
After the explosion, we found a tiny fragment of something on the ground near the body, right? That fragment reveals the cause of the explosion.
Huh? You know, I feel like I've seen something like it somewhere before.
That's only natural, because of course, we saw the same thing when we dismantled Monokuma. It's part of a bomb.
Oh! Then the explosion was because of the Monokuma bomb.
Anyway, the culprit's motive is becoming more and more obvious by the minute. They wanted the knife wound to look like the fatal injury so that we'd suspect Makoto. And the only one who would benefit from that is the only other possible suspect. You, Kyoko.
Hold on a second, Byakuya.
What's the problem?
Well, I just feel like we need to think this through. We still don't know what actually killed the victim.
That's true. It's definitely bugging me. What really killed her?
Fine. I have no problem with that. Let us continue the debate. It won't change the facts of the case regardless.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's something that's bugging. It's one of those traps in those days, isn't it?
Then, shall we continue the debate?
Yeah, boy.
The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. Yes.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't me because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body. Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be...
that part.
No, it's wrong.
There we go. Right.
Mukuro died because of the blow to the back of the head she suffered.
What about the wounds all over the rest of her body? They didn't have anything to do with it?
The Monokuma file makes it clear that those weren't fresh wounds.
Oh yeah, good point. If they were old, I guess they don't really matter.
Okay, then we're safe in assuming the blow to the back of her head is what killed her.
But then, what was the murder weapon?
The Monokuma file says she was hit with a blunt object, about as thick as a metal pipe.
Oh, I bet it was the pickaxe!
How is that even possible? If you hit someone with that, it'd cave their skull in completely.
Well, maybe they held it the other way and hit her with the handle.
No way! The balance would be all off. You wouldn't be able to swing it with any kind of power. I wouldn't mind testing it on you if you want.
No thanks. I bet you just hit me with the metal end and call it an accident.
What the fuck am I here?
I'd love to scoop out that nasty brain of yours, throw it on the ground, and spit on it.
What the fuck am I hearing? Oh my god.
I feel the same way. Looks like we're on the same page this time.
What the hell, bro?
Seriously?
I know. Tell me about it.
We want to figure out what killed her, right?
Jeez.
It just so happens we already know.
We already know? I knew we could count on you, Master.
So what was it?
Go ahead and tell them, Makoto. Surely you've deduced the real murder weapon?
Yeah, I know them. It's arrows. I think I know exactly.
I got it! Mukuro was hit in the back of the head with something. And that's what killed her. And that something was the titanium arrow we found in the locker in the dojo.
Arrow. That's what the culprit attacked Mukuro with?
Indeed. There's no doubt about it.
Are you sure? That sounds kind of weird.
Hey! How dare you backtalk, Master? You have no right!
I'm not back-talking anything. I'm just saying what I think.
Jeez, I kind of wonder why Toko should have been executed. The whole shit, I kind of wish he was.
The titanium arrow. It was in the dojo locker, right? I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
Are you sure?
You don't sound convinced. What's the problem?
Well, because in the Monokuma file, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right? It seems like an arrow would be thin.
Talking back to Master. You have no right!
Damn, that's like so small right there. Trust me.
The titanium arrow.
It was in the dojo. I have
No doubt that was the...
Are you sure?
You don't sound convinced.
Well, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right? It seems...
No, it's wrong.
That was so too fast, let's be honest, so... Alright.
You're right. Just the one arrow would have been too weak. That's why the killer used another weapon.
Another weapon?
Inside the dojo locker, we also found a balled-up wad of duct tape. The killer probably used this duct tape to bind multiple arrows together. Bundling them together using the duct tape would easily create a single weapon as thick as a pipe. And that's exactly what the killer did.
It's similar to Aesop's fable about the bundle of sticks. One stick is weak, but put them together, and they become strong. It's meant to teach cooperation.
Damn, that's harsh.
How is it harsh? Are you even listening?
Anyway, that explains the murder weapon. As for who the culprit is that stashed the weapon in the dojo locker, it was you, Kyoko.
I've never been to the dojo.
Oh no, you absolutely have.
How can you say that with such confidence?
Because we have proof, of course. Don't we, Makoto? What's the matter? Surely you don't intend to protect a murderer. You know what will happen if you do, don't you? If you cover for the culprit, there's only one thing that can lead to the death of us all. Remember?
Of course I remember.
Then show us. Show everyone the evidence that proves Kyoko went to the dojo.
Yeesh. Yeah, just use this key right
I got it!
there. Like that, there we go.
The one thing that proves Kyoko was in the dojo is right here. The key to the dojo locker.
And how does that prove anything?
Because I found it in your room.
It was in my room?
Don't bother trying to play dumb. That key is just the final piece of the puzzle. Your non-existent alibi, your clear motive, your attempts to frame Makoto for the crime. This all proves that you are the true culprit. You can't explain this away, so just give up.
Hold on a second.
Not this again. You really are dead set on defending her, aren't you?
No, it's not that I want to defend her. It's just, there's one more thing I need to ask her. Kyoko, I want you to tell me something. Last night, you were in my room, weren't you? Why? What were you doing there? That's what I need to know.
I was just protecting you.
What?
I'm sorry, she was protecting me? Protecting? What the... Wait, what? Hold on. That's the killer. He came to rescue?
That's enough. The time for idle chatter is over. A verdict is close at hand.
Wait. I'm warning you. Don't make this mistake. I'm not the killer.
I knew you were stubborn, but this is just getting ridiculous.
Really? But you should know better than anyone I didn't do it. Can you tell me I'm wrong?
I should know.
Oh boy. Oh boy. That's crazy.
Those words you just spoke. What do you mean?
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me!
There's proof that you aren't the culprit.
Yeah, like...
Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier.
Right?
You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker, and then left the locker key in my own room, correct?
Yep.
But could I really have done that?
Yeah, I should have.
Those words you just spoke. What do you mean?
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Hey Ben, Joel, welcome to the stream. How's it going?
What are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me!
There's proof that you aren't the culprit.
No, it's wrong.
If you're like, hey, thanks, Benny. Hope you're doing well.
If I'm right, Kyoko wouldn't have been able to get into her room.
Huh? Why not?
Because she had given her room key to Byakuya.
I see. So that's what you meant. And if I had the key to your room...
Then obviously I had no way of getting in. Without my room key, I couldn't have possibly put the locker key in there myself. Am I wrong?
It would appear not.
Then you're finally starting to understand.
So how's the game going? It's going good. We're like almost to the conclusion of this final, I mean, not the final, but like the 5th class trial. But there's like a trap or some shit. It's like a trap right there. boy. You know what? There's two endings actually. So here's the lie.
There was a lie hidden within Kyoko's statement just now.
A lie?
Isn't that right, Kyoko?
You said it. The burden of proof is on you. So let's hear it. Where's this lie, then?
So here's the bad ending, like the unfortunate ending. So here we go. It's only one, so it's okay. So that's okay.
I didn't have the key to my room. Because I'd given it to Byakuya. There's no doubt about that, right?
You are correct.
So I couldn't possibly have gotten into my room.
No, it's wrong.
So yeah, that's the bad ending we're gonna see, as you can see. So
No. Kyoko could have gotten into her room. You said so yourself, didn't you, Kyoko?
Monokuma's secret too?
Kyoko stole it from the headmaster's room. It lets you get into any room in the school, which means she could have used it to get into her own room.
Then I guess that's it.
You're giving up just like that? You admit to killing...
No, I'm simply recognizing that I lost.
What are you talking about?
Like I said, this was a trap, and I wasn't able to escape it. So I lost. That's all this means.
Then, are you saying you really didn't... Kyoko, you really aren't the killer?
Okay, time's up!
Huh?
I'm sorry to say, but your time is up! All done, all finished. The class trial is all over.
But that's ridiculous! Since when is there an...
It's because you were late, so the trial started late and time ran out. So then, it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you. But I guess we already know who the blackened is, don't we?
oh my god. Good job. You got it right. Right. We got it right? Does that mean Kyoko really is the killer? But something strange is going on here. There's something wrong with this whole class trial. Kyoko!
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment. Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Okay, this is just the bad ending, so we're still gonna keep going with this, so don't worry. So this is just the bad ending I'm gonna show, so don't worry, we're still gonna be that scene right there. So anyways, here's the bad ending, or Kyoko's punishment. Don't worry, this is just a bad ending. She's still alive, guys. It's okay. And that's how the class trial ended? Mukuro Ikusaba came to an end? I still have to wonder whether Kyoko is actually innocent or... Even for me, I just stopped thinking about it. I guess that's it. I guess we had to exchange peace or some shit. Peace inside the school. Wait, Kyoko died? Oh, wait, what happened? The bad ending is terrible? Yeah, but this is the weirdest one.
No! This isn't right!
Okay, that's only the bad ending, so we're still here.
Makoto, why are you staring off into space? Don't you have a rebuttal for Kyoko's claim?
We're still here, don't worry. Now this one we really pursued the lie already, so we're just gonna let it go.
Well, does no one have a rebuttal? Have you decided to accept her assertion as fact? I see. So you still refuse to accept it. I suppose we have to admit that Kyoko didn't put the locker key in her room, that it was someone else.
But who else could it have been?
I mean, Byakuya had a room key, right?
You! What are you trying to imply?
But of course, I have an alibi. From nighttime on, I was with you guys the entire time. I couldn't possibly have killed anyone, or put the key in Kyoko's room.
Well, someone had to put the key in there.
There's only one other possibility I can think of. Someone could have had the key on them, then once they arrived at the scene, pretended to find it there.
It had to be Makoto, right?
I don't see any other option.
Wait a second. You've got it all wrong. Let's think about it one more time. There's gotta be a hidden side to this case.
Huh? A hidden side?
First of all, there's something off about this entire trial. You all see it, don't you?
Oh yeah, that's exactly it. Well, talking about marriage? I think you do. What? Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened. Oh, cool. Also, that's Illuminati.
Mukuro, who we didn't even know existed, suddenly shows up dead. And then we're thrown into a trial. And Kyoko even said it's a trap the mastermind set for us. So that's why this has to be...
Okay, time's up!
Huh?
Time's up! Class trial's all over! Everyone can stop talking now!
What? Time's up?
What do you mean time's up? There's no time's up. Since when have we...
It's because you were late, so we had to push back the start time. So then, it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you!
Voting time?
Oh no, I don't like how this is gonna go. Oh man, Chief, we not doing that shit, are we? Oh, we got A, which is good, but oh, still.
Now, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Hey, hold on!
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Oh shit, that's fucked up. That's fucked up, bro. You think I'm the killer? Oh, man.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. It's all your fault. Everyone, you're wrong. You got it all wrong. I didn't do it.
Yes, indeed.
Good job, everybody. Good job.
Yep.
Yeah, they got it right. No, I know that's not true. None of this shit makes any sense. This whole trial doesn't make any shit.
Hey, way!
It makes perfect sense.
Shing!
It's the same as always. It's just like all the other class trials, and I'm going to end it the same way.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Wait, why do I? Kyoko!
I don't expect you to forgive me. I know this is all my fault.
Kyoko?
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
That bastard. Well, it's okay. This was the continuation this time. This is a better version, so... Here's Makoto's one now. Makoto survived at the end. Alter Ego saved him in this ending.
What?
Huh? What's this? What's going on? Hey, was that? Yeah, it had to be.
This is...
Ego? Alter Ego? Is this some kind? This stupid virus from that stupid bastard? That bear's creepy. Yeah, well, I mean, if you haven't played Danganronpa, then yeah, it might be creepy. But once you play Danganronpa, you're gonna get used to it. He must have planted it when he invaded my network? Damn it, all to hell. I don't believe this!
It would seem...
This is you finally made a miscalculation. No, you miscalculated from the very beginning.
What the heck?
What was that?
In other
What
words,
I'm saying is, you shouldn't have underestimated us. Why you were talking like you already won? I barely felt a thing. It was a pinch, an itch. That's the stupid virus is gone now. Got it? And so is Makoto. Maybe I didn't get to smash him flat, but you're never going to see him again. To waste away in this garbage steel pit. In a way, that's an even better special punishment. But it's still not enough. I'm still not satisfied. I'm still gonna bring despair to the rest of you. Bring despair to the entire world. Is he gone? Hey, Kyoko, what's the meaning of all this? Just what the hell is going on?
calm down.
It's okay, we're not the ones being trapped this time.
In other words,
Now it's the mastermind that's ensnared.
What did you say?
What are you talking about?
so...
You'll understand soon enough. Very soon indeed. Okay, so... yeah, this is just a recap, so we're not gonna really say shit. Yeah, I think there's like a recap from this before. This is when Makoto got his woke up and he was appeared in the classroom after he got invaded or sucked up by something. Okay, there we go. Finally, I could finally feel my mind and body start to come back together, and then I was awake. Oh, is this just another dream? A dream inside a hopeless nightmare. No, this isn't a dream. I can tell because this was stench. Man, what an awful smell. It smells like shit. It smells like shit, honestly. Trash. This must be some kind of underground garbage pit? A heck of a situation to find myself in. But the big... No, I can't let that happen. Alter Ego saved his ass. Use this tree. So I can't give up now. For myself and my friend. Alright, so I guess we gotta find a way to get a look at some coins or some shit. Okay, let's see if we can get some coins while we're at it. Ooh, what about this? Okay, I guess it's just the lock then. Ah, damn, it's locked. Getting out of here isn't going to be so easy. I guess we got to go. There's plenty of food here, but it's all rotten. Even water's... How can I be sure when liquids I can drink and which ones aren't? An all-around bad idea. Again, another place. I feel like I'm blocked on all sides. Because I'm still alive. As long as I'm alive, I'll never give up. And to make a proud declaration, next thing I decided to do was go to sleep. Yeah, we're gonna go. Yeah, just take a snooze. What the? Did something fall down over there? Oh boy. Who the hell is that? Did a giant piece of trash just fall down here?
Just a second.
A giant piece of trash? Rude! Before she even emerged from the pile of garbage, I knew who it was.
It smells awful.
Kyoko?
Indeed.
You look like you're doing better than I expected. What are you doing here?
So...
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to help you. Well, I'm glad to hear that, Kyoko. You got a bit of garbage in your hair.
Hey.
First, I have something for you. Go on and eat it. We can talk once you're finished. Thank you. Good eats. That hit the spot. Now I got all the energy I need to keep going. So you still haven't given up then? Of course not. After all, the fact that I can keep going forward is about all I'm good at.
Hmm?
Well, that's not such a bad thing to be good at. Okay, can we look at... Let's see if we get coins. Nope. Alright, Kyoko. But Kyoko, why'd you come to rescue me?
So...
To pay a debt or no, to atone. Atone?
You...
During the trial, even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything. So you knew that I knew?
Indeed.
But even though I knew, I did nothing to help you. I abandoned you. Don't say that, you didn't abandon me. No, that's exactly what I did. I abandoned you in order to save my own life. You were trying to save me, and I couldn't bring myself to do the same for you.
However...
But listen, not that I'm trying to make excuses, but there was a reason I had to survive no matter the cost. So then why do you have to survive?
It's true.
I'll tell you everything. The reason that I have to survive,
In other words...
is so that I can do what I came to this school to do. What? I made up my mind to come to Havoc Peak Academy for one important very reason. So you have some reason for coming to Havoc Peak?
Indeed.
That's right. At least I did. Once. Once? Until recently, I've forgotten what it was. You forgot? But that's... everything. Then it is really true. You lost your memory.
Makoto.
Do you remember, Makoto? Do you remember the first thing that happened to each other as soon as we arrived? You're talking about when we fainted, right? I fainted, and when I woke up, I was trapped here.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself, a disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to the school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all that?
Hey,
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems too much convenient. Are you saying you think you lost your memory because...
indeed.
I don't think I'm positive it was the work of the mastermind. They stole my memory. But why would they want to do that? There's only one reason I can come up with. Because of my purpose and my ability, somehow they would interfere with the mastermind's plan. So the mastermind just stole it from me. I mean, it's more like a booking, I should say.
However...
And it could also mean, somehow, my memories may be connected to the mystery of the school and the mastermind, which is why I have to get them back. That's why I've been investigating things by myself this whole entire time. But if what you say is true, why didn't you ask the rest of us to help you?
Why is that?
If I did that, we all worked at once. The mastermind would have noticed right away. Plus, there's always a chance that the mastermind is actually one of us. What?
Correct.
Well, don't make too big of a deal of it. It's just a possibility. But since it is a possibility, we can't ignore it, right? The mastermind, one of us? If she believed that, then of course she couldn't trust anyone around her. In which case, it only makes sense that she would look into her missing memory by herself.
However...
That being said, there was a limit of what I could do by myself, which is why I asked you to help me. But why me? Because among everyone, you were less likely to be the mastermind. That was just institution, but I see. Your institution was right though. There's no way an ordinary kid could like me could have been the mastermind.
I understand. I should understand everything. My goal isn't to get out of here. It's to stay here.
It was just like that dream before.
Listen.
Are you okay? Oh, yeah, it's nothing. It is nothing, right? Oh, jeez, my mic. Okay, the mic is good.
Hey.
Even now, I still trust you, you know? It's just, I'm not used to relying on others.
Correct.
I know I never asked you for help the right way, so I understand if you're not convinced. Honestly, I was convinced. I think that's just her personality. So what now? So you said you have a reason to doing all that investigation on your own. So how'd that turn out? Were you able to remember anything?
So...
I think there's still a lot I don't remember, but at the very least, I was finally able to recall my purpose and my ability. You mentioned your ability? My ability, what everyone should have known me for. I'm the ultimate detective.
Correct.
And the reason I came to Hope's Peak Academy, there was someone I had to find here in the school. You had to find someone. Who?
So...
Well, it was the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. The headmaster? Why did you want to find the headmaster? Because he's my father. What?
In other words,
I was separated from him as a child. As it turns out, he became the headmaster of Hope's Peak. Kyoko's father is Hope's Peak's headmaster. Then that explains when Ultico told us how he thought the headmaster was involved.
Huh?
My memory hadn't come back at this point, but when he said that, I felt strange. It makes perfect sense now, of course, since my whole purpose for coming here was to find him. That makes sense.
However,
But listen, Makoto, I want to make this perfectly clear. So there's no misunderstanding. I said the headmaster wasn't the mastermind, but I didn't say that to protect him. I only said what I felt based on what I seen when I snuck into the headmaster's room. Then what did you see in there?
so
The room has been ransacked. The shelves were a mess. The desk drawers dumped on the floor. The only conclusion is that someone who didn't know where anything had been in here. You mean the mastermind, right?
it's true.
That was my assumption, yes, and to confirm my suspicion, I decided to investigate the second floor of the dorms, using the key I found. But, why there? Because I found this in the headmaster's room. This is some kind of map.
Indeed.
It's a layout of the entirety of Hope's Peak Academy. I found it in the headmaster's room, along with Mukuro's profile and that key. The map showed that the second floor was home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. Some of the staff must have stayed overnight from time to time. And I figured the headmaster would have had some kind of private room there. I assumed that that room would likely hold more clues. So I went to check.
Correct.
And that's when I finally remembered. I remembered that my purpose was to find the owner of that room. Oh, excuse me for yawning. So you went there to see if the headmaster really did have a private room there.
However,
But once I got there, I noticed that the second floor of the dorm didn't have any cameras or monitors. So, what was it like? That part of school, I mean. It's hard to describe. All I can say is, the moment I saw it, I realized whatever's going on in this school is more horrific than we ever imagined. What do you mean?
so
I can't explain it. You need to see it for yourself, and I'm sure you'll get your chance soon enough. It's real important. Now what if... Okay, go get an exit or some shit. Oh, come on. Alright.
however,
Which is why I have no idea what was going on in the rest of the building. It has to do with Mukuro Ikusaba, doesn't it?
however,
Just to be perfectly clear, I didn't kill her, and I know it wasn't me either. I know you're right, but that just means everyone but you and me had an alibi. So then who did kill her?
anyway,
What I can say for sure is that the mastermind is directly involved. To begin with, the point of the class trial of Mukuro Ikusaba was to get me killed. Get you killed?
indeed.
I stole that key and disappeared, and in retaliation, they wanted to draw me out and eliminate me.
Correct.
That was the point of the class trial. It was? The masterminds knew that they couldn't interfere directly. You mean because of the school regulations?
That's right.
Exactly.
In other words,
The mastermind is adamant about following the rules and with that rule in place so they couldn't step in. Since they couldn't kill me themselves, they tried to use the class trial to do it. That's fucked up.
hey,
There's one thing I'd like to point out about the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba. What's that? There was a point where Mukuro may have not become the victim. It could have been you, Makoto. I could have become the victim?
Indeed.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Do you mean... I can hear them, you know? The footsteps of the god of death. What? I can hear the god of dash as he moves. The ability naturally draws me into case, just like this.
Anyway...
Which is exactly what happened to me. I was in the dorms, and I had a sudden sense of dread. I looked down the stairwell, and I saw a white shadow cross the corridor. I gave chase right away. As I followed it, I saw a shadow go into your room.
Correct.
I ran into your room, and I saw what was happening. I interviewed immediately, of course.
However...
That wasn't the end of things, of course. I stopped him, but that led to... Whoever the masked assistant was, they end up dead.
Correct.
And their murder was disguised, and the dojo key was up in my room. It all has to be the work of the mastermind, and they'll attempt to use the class trial to eliminate me. So all this would mean that whoever killed Mukuro is also the mastermind, right?
Indeed.
I don't have conclusive evidence, but that's what I think. That's really bad if it's true. I mean, the mastermind could have killed whoever they want if they feel like it. Wait, but does that create another contradiction? The mastermind went on to use the class trial to try and kill you because he couldn't interfere, right?
Correct.
You're right. That is a contradiction. And it's not just Mukuro. They needed a class trial to kill me, but seemed ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction. So what does it all mean?
In other words...
It means that the mastermind is the one who's been cornered. Huh?
Makoto.
Just a little more. A little more and I should be able to figure out the mastermind's identity. The identity of the utter ultimate despair. The utter ultimate despair. There's no doubt that Mukuro was the ultimate despair and that she's dead. But I don't think the ultimate despair is just one person. It's not.
Indeed.
If you think about it, the ultimate despair seems to implicate whoever caused that event. You're talking about...
That's right.
What happened a year ago. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Tragedy.
It would seem...
That is a group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. Then they're...
Indeed.
Make no mistake. They're the rot of all that evil that has forced us to go through this. And that is our real enemy. Well, chapter 5's complete. At least. So thank God. So that's chapter 5, as you can see, guys. So let's go ahead and end. You gotta wait to... So the ultimate despairs.
Anyway...
Right now, we have to get out of this horrible place. Figuring out the rest of the story to come after. Yeah, you're right. Yo, do you have that one thing? Monochrome secret tool that you got from the headmaster's room?
Indeed.
Of course I do. It's an absolutely vital part of the interior of the mastermind. I would never part of it. You can open any door in the school, right?
That's right.
Let me be able to use this. We can use it, okay?
It's true. Indeed.
And now we can get out of here. Let's go. Alright, here we go. Ultimate pain, suffering, despair, execution, death. Oh shit. Looks like the ladder. I had no idea we were so far down. Like, shit.
Hey,
Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you. Yeah, I'll be careful. But now you say that, I'm getting kind of nervous. So, Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you. You said you're the older detective, right? So, how long have you been doing detective work? How long?
so...
Ever since I can remember. I come from a long live of detectives. Detectives' work is in my blood. There was a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family's always seen it that way. Then, is your family's famous?
Wrong.
Quite the opposite, actually. Even among actual detectives, many people hadn't heard of us. Huh? But how come? It's like your family tradition, right? So...
Right.
Because we take pride in it. Pride?
Indeed.
A detective is neither light nor shadow. We represent neither justice nor evil. That is how we can uncover the absolute truth. We stand neutral in all things. And to do that, we have to stand separate from the rest of society. Which is why we made a continuous effort to conceal our existence. A continuous effort?
It's true.
It's kind of old-fashioned, and I can't say it's entirely rational. But it's our family crude, and we do what we must to protect it. Because, like I said, it's our source of pride. So that explains.
However...
And yet, I gave up some of that pride. In order to enter Holt's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I didn't knowing it was something as a true Kirigiri detective would never do. But the reason you gave up that pride... It was because that's how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? I mean, there's no shame in that.
What?
Reconnect? I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father. Huh? But you've been reunited after all these years, right? You would have had so much to talk about.
Wrong.
There's nothing I want to talk about to my father about.
However...
There's something I want to say to him, though. No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him face to face. Well, what is it?
So...
I want to sever all ties with him. The last time I saw him, I was still very young. So I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. He was in line to become the next head of the Kirigiri family. He was talented. He had a promising future.
However...
But he had no interest in detective work. So he cut himself off from the family. Not long after that, my mother died and he simply ran away. He went to my grandfather and he had a huge argument. As young as I was, he left me behind. I'm sure there was a reasoning for that. I'm sure your dad wanted to take you with him.
Right.
If that's true, then I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me. Because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name. So every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. If I'd gone with him, I would have never had the chance to become a detective. Let's just skip it. I don't blame him. You know, he had his own life to live. That's what anyone in my position might say, right? But it's not true.
However...
But there's one thing. One thing that I could never forgive. Really?
So...
The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind. Like I said, I think it was a good thing.
However...
But when the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her father. That's how they see me even to this day. His shadow has been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow.
Correct.
That's why I have to find him and tell him we're no longer family. in order to settle the past, in order to remove him from my life forever. I have no doubt he forgot about me years ago. But your family, to just cut him out like that? That's kind of bullshit, I'm not gonna lie.
Wrong.
Our only connection is through blood. Nothing more. Oh, jeez. That's a crack. Are we connected by heart and soul? Hell no. Oh, hell no.
Hey,
Is blood really enough to call someone family? Huh. So just say nothing, okay. Looks like this is it.
indeed.
On the other side of this door, Hope's Peak is waiting for us. We're back.
That's right.
Remember, the hatch is on the ground near the trash room. I'm fairly certain that's where we come out. I unlocked it earlier, so it should open without much trouble. Well, here goes nothing. Done it! We made it! Looks like we're back. I can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted. Kyoko, thank you. I never would have gotten out of there without you. Nothing's necessary. I was just returning the favor. Wait, no. Okay, there we go. So, now what do we do? I'm glad I didn't die of course, but if the mastermind finds out, am I worried about you too? You helped me so they might.
Listen,
You're worried? Yeah, of course.
so
Then
then,
let's just get a concrete answer. Huh?
in other words,
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with your escaping. Wait, that's...
however,
If we try to hide it, it's only a matter of time until we find out. And it's not like we can run away anyways. Yeah, good point. So you think rather than stressing out over getting caught, we should just give up now? Don't worry. What do you think is going to happen? Is it... Because the mastermind is the one that is shared. You said something like that before. What's the mean?
so,
The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Mukuro's death. There was a moment where the mastermind let their guard down. There was?
right.
If we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. It'll be better for us to go into it directly before he tracks us down. That should help with our net flotations. Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah, let's just...
Shall we?
I guess we'll just go to the gym. Let's just take the shortcut. Yeah, there we go. That should work.
Well now.
Hey! Kyoko, I don't mind so much.
I
But
don't
Makoto's supposed to be
believe it.
dead. What he's doing here? Exactly, I had a feeling it was gonna react. You were supposed to be punished. Don't tell me Kyoko helped you.
What?
So what if I did? What would you do? If the guilty party is exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed. It's unfortunate, but that is the rule. So now I gotta punish you again, and this time I won't do anything to change. Chance, I know. Kyoko,
Right.
do whatever you feel you have to. What?
However,
Before you do, let me just say one thing.
no.
If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that that matters to you, right?
Hey!
Jude, explain yourself. What do you mean by that?
Because,
Well, you set up this latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting your way, so if you want an excuse to kill me,
in other words,
I was supposed to be chosen as the Blackened and then executed, right? Hey, what are you talking about?
however,
When Makoto chose to overlook my life, your plan came crashing down. The results of the trial weren't at all what you were expecting, because you never imagined that in that position, one person would protect another like that.
right.
And in response to that unexpected development,
Indeed.
you reacted by proclaiming Makoto the Blackened and trying to execute him. You made Detroit's out desperation no more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well.
However,
But then, there was another unexpected development waiting for you. An attorney that would have thrown a wretch, so to speak, in your previous execution machinery. Alter ego? You never imagined the possibility of that coming. That could come in our aid even after you killed him.
am I wrong?
Now here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Mukuro. You did.
Listen to me.
So executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the Blackened is exposed, they alone will be executed. That's what you told us, right? And that means a lose. You talk a big game. You're saying the Blackened is being not Makoto,
Well?
and you can prove this, right?
Well,
No, I can't. Don't say like that. What is this, a company routine to make sure Bond claims without a shred of evidence?
that doesn't matter.
I don't have any right now, but a little more time, I guarantee I'll find some.
That's right.
Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there is only one absolute truth. And now you're trying to talk. That's some kind of famous detective type.
Because
If Makoto really was the killer, he would never have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution. He would have tried to run and hide. He would have been gripped by the despair you would so love to inspire.
however,
But here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts.
What the heck?
And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence?
indeed.
It's not you I'm trying to convince.
Hey,
If you're trying to execute Makoto now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased. Oh yeah, that's exactly. Huh?
indeed.
Imagine what everyone out there would think of you killed Makoto. They would assume that you killed him because what we said is exactly right.
Listen to me.
Spirit could never kill Hope.
Hey,
Of course you can say, we're just making all this all up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you killed Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat. If you want to earn out despair fair and square,
that's what we have
then
to
I
do.
suggest you take my advice. So, what is this advice of yours?
It's true.
To do Mukuro's trial over again. Only this time, you follow school regulations here and share a fair trial.
It's time for one last showdown. One final battle between hope and despair. Hey,
Well, that would make for a proper climax, wouldn't you say? A fair trial, a final
Barrett!
Very interesting indeed. Very?
What's
Oh,
wrong?
I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little, so time for bear jokes. Now, what you just might be possible, it would be certainly make you one honey for a climax.
in other words,
Does that mean you accept?
You guys!
If we do things your way, that'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? It wouldn't cause your unbearable despair, right? Then I compare it to agree to your terms. Will hope win out? Or will my despair claim victory?
I can barely contain
Let's have one
myself!
funny grisly showdown. So you agreed?
Barrett!
But this is the long-awaited climax, right? Just guessing the killer is barely a fitting end.
You guys!
So for this final face-off, you'll have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here. All the mysteries? That's right. Every last mystery that's pawing around this school, if you could do that.
I can barely contain myself!
That'll be enough to qualify as the victory for you.
it's true.
That's what you were trying to do all along. Okay, well good. Then let's bear it all. If you claw your way to the truth of Mukuro's death and solve the mystery of this school,
You guys!
then you win. You can't do all of that? We'll all face execution, right? I can bear contain my accept. When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me? More excited as you are, I'm sure.
Listen to me.
Have you uncovered every class group how the ultimate despair reveal their own despair? Honestly, can't believe how this is all gonna turn out.
Hey,
But before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held?
What's wrong?
I remember that for sure. So what?
hey,
I just want to confirm that. Is what you said right? And it's a true statement. You don't have to be so suspicious. I said it before, but it's bears repeating. Everything is based on school regulations. And having a trial for Mukuro is no exception to that. Huh? It's a very polarizing approach. I know. Okay, enough puns. Anyways, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game given 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people that took a single prep steps in Holt's Peak Academy since the killing games begin are those 16 students. What?
listen.
Are you telling the truth? Why did it go quiet all of a sudden?
Now
I'm done talking. I got nothing left to say to you.
angry.
So get lost, would ya? Yeah, why so mad, man? You need some milk, bro. This bear needs some milk. He seems emotionally unstable.
Hey!
Leave me alone. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, I'm going. Jeez, I'm just... You're gonna let me go? I don't give a shit anymore. Y'all gonna get your punishment later anyways. I need to start getting it ready. Super duper extra special punishment overflowing with despair.
Hey,
Come on, Makoto, let's go. Okay. Oh man, here we go again. Let's talk to Kyoko. Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you.
however,
Don't fake me just yet. The real battle is still ahead of us. Yeah, that's true. But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal. But honestly, why would the mastermind agree to it? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, do they?
so,
They had no choice but to accept. Huh?
because,
It's all because that one moment that the mastermind let down the guard like So, when was it that the mastermind let their guard down?
so,
I wasn't there to hear it myself. But do you remember what the mastermind said? They said they had hijacked the airwaves to broadcast our school life to the outside world, right? Yeah, that definitely said.
listen.
When it did, when you heard that. Pretty hard to believe, right? Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airwaves seems so unbelievable.
Indeed.
You'll exactly read about something like that happened. So it's hard to imagine. In other words, the kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off.
However,
And yet somehow, the mastermind was able to do it.
in other words,
But they get it another way. There must have some kind of reason they had to do something that difficult. A reason.
so,
They had to show the world something no matter the cost. Us killing each other. They wanted to show the world?
it would seem,
The mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. All the rules and regulations are designed to be encouraged now. That makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed anybody.
in other words,
So the mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other and show that off to the world. But why?
correct.
To prove a point, most likely. Prove a point?
Hey,
The outside world has a name of students at Holt's Peak, right? A certain concept. You're talking about hope, right?
that's right.
And for those who represent hope to kill each other and sink into despair. The mastermind wants the world to see that and try to prove that despair is better than hope. That's their goal as the ultimate despair. What? But that's ridiculous.
It's true.
You're right, it is ridiculous, completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody wants, but those who call themselves the ultimate despair were deceived. That goal's only purpose and motivation comes from despair. But is that really their only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
Makoto.
I know how angry it makes you, and yet the same motivation is what led to the mastermind revealing their weaknesses. What?
In other words,
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world. The mastermind has to be more particular than reasonable about their own regulations. If the mastermind simply ignored the rules, this would have been a game but a one-side slaughter.
at the very least.
At least. Oh, I thought you read it already, but no. Whatever. Anyways, that's why the mastermind could have killed any of us themselves.
Indeed.
That is precisely the reason. No matter how much they may hate what I'm doing, I hadn't violated a single one of their regulations. Junko broke a rule, so she was punished. But in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me.
Right.
So instead, they tried to use a class trial following their proper rules to get me killed. They began the trial that they didn't have the right answer. They made me out to be the killer. But even that didn't work.
It's true.
Yes, thanks to you. And due to that failure, the mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead, who also was not the killer. And when the fact was exposed to live TV to the entire outside world, the mastermind had to accept your suggestion.
Indeed.
To prove to the world that despair is better than hope, they had to defeat us in perfect form.
In other
It would
words,
only do the mastermind harm to have it shown that they violate their own regulations. But all this that was hunch, right? And you were still able to get the mastermind to accept your challenge.
however,
It was only thanks to you that we got a chance because you believed in me. Another path opened up. Still, I can't believe how much the mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. I didn't have a single clue.
wrong.
In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning. It tested me. I was just making a bet. But it looks like I got it right. Well, this time at least I won the bet. To be honest, I hadn't been that nervous in a long time. I totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him. Well, presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of calculation and precision, wouldn't you say? Plus, if I hadn't shown my uneasiness, that would have just made you that much more uneasy. Yeah, you're probably right. How pathetic.
However,
Anyways, we can't just relax yet. All we have to do is earn another chance to fight. We have to win this time.
correct.
Or everything would have gone through we have been for nothing. Alright.
Hey,
But before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on. True, but now we know who our real enemy is. All we have to do is work together with everyone to destroy it.
however,
Is that really possible?
anyway,
Right now, we have to go find the others.
shall we go?
Probably in the dorm somewhere. Shall we go? Alright, they're probably in the dining hall, like I said. Okay, so we're here now, so... Hold on, I noticed. It's done we were greeted with. Hold on. I got this, guys. I got this. You? Shut up. You again? Is he broken? As well as his emotional instability reach its limits. Jeez, what the heck?
However,
I wonder what that was all about. I couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief. Ah?
Is that Makoto?
You guys!
It is! There's no two ways about it. That's Makoto.
Huh? You survived?
Jeez, you're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that?
I'm just asking to make sure, but you're not a ghost, right?
Everyone was there. All my friends who had struggled together and survived. As I saw the faces, I couldn't help myself. I started to tear up. No, stop.
What?
Wait, what's that smell?
What the
Yeah,
heck?
man, that seriously stinks. It's Makoto. He smells like a wet dog. Get away! Shoot! Shoot! Never mind.
Makoto.
Yes.
Explain. Explain what? But is it okay that you're here? What if the mastermind catches you?
It's true.
That's why I have to tell you all. I need to tell you all about the last class trial. Last class trial?
In other
We're going
words,
to redo Mukuro's trial.
Huh?
What? Seriously?
How about that?
What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right? No, I didn't do it. Like I kept telling you.
wrong.
Makoto isn't the killer, and of course it's not me or any of you. Then, who is it?
I see.
What she's saying is, it was all the work of the mastermind.
Huh?
What? You're saying the mastermind killed Mukuro?
That's right.
It was all an outdoor trap convicted by their mastermind. Makoto spotted the trap in time and did what he had to stop.
However,
But his decision meant that he would be the one to die.
What did you
Spot the
say?
trap, did you, Makoto?
however,
But executing Makoto, who wasn't black, is a clear violation of school regulations. The rules state that only the black is to be executed. The mastermind broke their own rules. Which is why I went to negotiate with them and have a trial one more time.
Huh?
And the mastermind agreed. Does this mean they really did break the rules? They had no choice but to agree. They used a TV broadcast to gain the leverage you need, didn't you?
correct.
Very observant of you.
Naturally.
I recall what you said at the end of the last trial. When you said, now's the time, the mastermind is absolutely sure. That's what you read.
Don't be mean!
Hey, I'm totally in the dark here. If anyone doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko to explain it again later. So, knowing it all this, what will we do now?
About that.
It's about the killer of Mukuro, right? So our job is to expose the mastermind. But there's more to it than that, correct? Yeah. For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school.
Huh?
Every last mystery?
But
We've been looking around all this time. We still don't know anything, right?
Anyway,
Probably guessed already. What if we lose this time? Everyone dies.
Oh no!
I hate
Hey!
you!
Who said you could agree to those terms without taking the rest of us? I find things that the way they are. I find living here forever with Master. Meanwhile, I want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible.
anyway,
At this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth. In other
Interesting.
words, one decisive final battle. A rather interesting development, I say.
but
But figuring out who the mastermind is and how they killed Mukuro and all the school's mysteries, it's a pretty tall freaking order. Maybe, but this time the trial is different. Who knows who our enemy is now? So if we work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we'll solve all those mysteries. I'm not so sure about that. Huh?
I
can't agree with the idea of working together. You can't agree? Why not? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all the mysteries.
Indeed.
That's why I thought too, at first. Until Monokuma gave us that little hint of his.
I see.
Monokuma said that, did he? I think Kyoko's opinion was perfectly reasonable.
Huh?
But why?
So, in other
if the
words...
mastermind really is the one who killed Mukuro, and as Kyoko says, then the mastermind would have set his foot in this school, right? Monokuma could have probably murdered Mukuro, but there's no way he could have disguised a scene like that.
In other words...
But according to Monokuma, the only person who have to set foot in Hope's Peak are the 16 students who have been taking part in this killing game. Then the mastermind is... There was 15 of us in the main hall at the very beginning. Add in Mukuro and you get 16. So the mastermind would have been one of them?
That's right.
And those 16 people who we started with, the only ones still alive, are the people standing right here. Did I continue or do you get it now? You see that the mastermind is one of us?
No way!
You can't be serious. Wait, we can't say that for sure. That's true yet. Monokuma might have a right to just say all that's confused us.
Indeed.
It's certainly a possibility, but only one among many. The mastermind being one of us is also a possibility. And that is only one possibility we can't ignore. Yeah, I mean, they're the ultimate, right? The ultimate despair is that he must be a high schooler. You can't say it's not possible. But if one of us was the mastermind, they had to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? But do you ever see anyone acting suspicious at a time Monokuma was active?
Well...
Maybe they snuck off and controlled him in secret.
But...
I don't care how sneaky you are, we would have noticed someone sneaking off that many times.
I'm right, right?
That maybe Monokuma was on autopilot. I mean, maybe they load up all the dialogues and actions beforehand. In that case, there's no way he could have all those back and forth conversations with us. Well, would it be entirely impossible if they directed the flow of the conversation? Well, maybe, but still. Oh shit, here we go.
This is a school announcement. You've all probably figured this out by now, but at this point, the killing game has now entered true ending mode. So, in the name of fairness, I will unlock every room in the school. Look wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit. Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
How very magnanimous of him to unlock all the rooms.
That's fine.
The time for talk is done. Now we need to begin our investigation. But I was planning on working alone from the beginning anyway.
In the name of my family.
At this point, I can rely only on myself, on the Togami blood flowing from my veins. I have no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you just must uphold your responsibility. What? Yeah, Master, didn't take me with him.
Hey.
Do you blame him? That Master, the rest of you are like coffee with cream, without the cream, or coffee. Totally useless. So, bye. And now she's gone. And you're going off by yourself, right, Kyoko?
Indeed.
That's right. Which just leaves Mikoto, Hina, and me?
You know?
In that case, I'm gonna go by myself, too.
Just a second!
Wait, how come?
How about that?
Just wait and see. I'm gonna totally use my awesome spirit powers to figure out the mastermind's identity. Everyone's really gonna go off by themselves. What about you, Hina? I can still do the same thing.
But...
I mean, it's not like I don't trust everyone, you know?
Cause, I mean...
Up till now, I haven't really been all that useful. I just depend on Sakura and everyone else. You're not useless. If you hadn't been here, I would have died. Makoto. That's really nice of you to say.
But,
Still, I know I've mostly been totally useless.
okay.
So I figured at least here at the end, maybe I can find something that'll help us all get out of here. So I'm gonna go off and do it all on my own. Okay, see you later.
Indeed.
So you're going off on your own too, right, Kyoko?
However,
Oh, don't misunderstand. Just because we're going to do searches of separately doesn't mean we can't still work together.
so...
That goes for all of us.
So then,
Well, I better get going and have an endless list of things I need to check.
correct.
Monokuma said all the doors in the school has been unlocked, right? So now, we should be able to investigate every nook and cranny inside in the school.
Makoto.
And no matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth. By any means necessary. I don't have time to waste either. I have to begin my search. And then we can all escape together. So, Monokuma files back. Okay, so here we go. One last try. Okay, so let's go find they also said about that Monokuma door. Let's go there. Hold on, I'm gonna go to the data center or some shit.
Hey, Makoto.
Well, I'm just gonna skip that.
Yeah, but... 'cause, I mean...
Oh yeah, the Monokuma control room. Right. Okay, it seems like it's a control panel.
Huh?
Oh, what's this? Oh, a control panel. That's
Okay.
damn. He really doesn't pay attention, but
Yeah!
oh, that's a good look. We'll just have to look. Monokuma. Hey! Give me all your donuts!
What?
Oh man, busted. How'd you know?
Say what?
What is this? Some remote control camera kind of setup?
Hello.
Well, I mean, I can't really see anything from in here.
Found it.
Guess what I find?
Too bad.
Oh man. Well, that's my Kuma there, so.
Ah! Huh? Huh? Oh!
Hey,
They controlled my Kuma. Nice.
But...
Alright, we can just skip. I already got the Monokuma control room.
'cause, I mean... So,
Let's just get out of here.
Just a second.
Hey, Yep, yes indeed.
You're a liar.
Oh, god damn it, Matilda. That hat. Oh, fuck.
Too bad. Yep.
Huh? Sorry. Okay. You got it.
Well. But it somehow shows, it still shows that Monokuma's in there, apparently, for some reason. It's kinda weird, but, you know. I think our next one we have to go find is the bio lab. Let's just go. I think there's like other rooms to find. Oh yeah, this shit is freezing as shit. Damn, this shit's like a freezer or some shit. There's got parts. Who's got parts here? Oh, give me money. I'm surprised this is frozen up, which is kind of weird. Lights. That's the parts. Okay, then. So it's some lights. I didn't know there was a book in here. What the hell? Okay, so Biolab lights and art? Oh, hold on, that's it. Oh, right, the garden. That's right. I forgot about the. Can't forget about the garden. The body? What the hell? I'm joining your stream, Orange. Hey, thanks, man. That's for the tart. Yes, there we go. Apparently the body's missing. That's sus. Real suspicious.
What's your problem?
Oh yeah, that's true. Never tell later. Hold on, we can try to get one thing. Never mind, I guess we have to wait till later. Yep, there you go. Let's try with yeah. Something interesting.
So, in other words, I see. In other words,
That could be Mukuro Ikusaba's profile.
So, in other words,
Information about Mukuro? Ayo?
what? That's fine.
Mukuro Ikusaba.
It's all clear now.
Fancy we got that body.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, they got some information.
In other words,
Well, it's like a give me money. That's okay. Oh wait, nope. Okay, let's go right here. Okay, never mind. We're lovely. Wait, what about the door? Hold on. Well, let's take a look, I guess. Damn! That shit got fucked up in the ass. Damn! Oh my god, damn! That's like the fucked up property right there. Pure Colombian shit, if you ask me. Hey, call for stage. What's up, man? Welcome to the stream, man. How's it going? Oh, there's the money. Huh? Battery? What? Oh, god damn it. My battery's dying. Oh boy. No, not like this. Oh no, not like this, chump. Oh nah. Oh, battery's same. Never mind. Doing good? Hey, good. Hey, good to hear, man. Oh man, we gotta speedrun it a little bit then.
Correct. Indeed.
Okay, can we get some points or something? Let's talk to her. Oh, the computer, right?
It would seem. However, in other words, however.
How was your day? Well, my day's been going good so far. You know, just chill. Went out for a gym. Went to the gym. And then chilled a lot. And had some good grub. Okay, so that's good. Oh, hold on. Oh, the door, right.
So, indeed.
Okay, we just open it.
Indeed.
We had to speedrun this a little bit, because
However,
my
it's
controller is
true.
dying. How lovely.
Well,
Just put it on the computer.
hey,
Okay, let's just put it in.
why?
Well, I'm gonna take a look at least. So. Party box.
Makoto. It would seem...
Oh. Oh yes, dry bones. That's interesting. No. That can't be like a papyrus or something. Damn.
I see. Correct.
Oh damn.
So... In other words...
Oh, what's that? We got a picture frame.
Why would you...
Oh my god.
Why?
Oh yeah, there's something in here. There's definitely gotta be it.
Hey. In other words... I... So... Hey. Correct. Just...
I guess he'd gone for this.
Anyway...
I guess she had gone through that issue, I believe. I guess that's an issue, I believe, she had with her father, I believe. Let's just skip it. Oh yeah, all the dead bodies and corpses, right. Yeah, final fix. I think there's also like a locker room, if I'm correct. Damn, that's a locker room. Damn, that's like crazy. Oh, what's this? Ooh. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look. Got a crystal ball here. I believe these are like books. Yasuhiro. I got Hagakari's notebooks. Well, let's take a look in here. What is that notebook? So yeah, I'm just gonna skip it a little bit because my controller's about to die. Damn. Oh look, Among Us. Let me stop. Nah, let me stop. Alright, now we can leave. Oh, what? What the hell?
This is a school announcement. Is everyone working hard? Is your investigation coming along nicely? Well then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint. For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASA possible.
Oh, come on, no hint. I mean, let's see how this is gonna go anyways. Huh. Something's real suspicious, but we'll have to take a look.
I am Monokuma!
An envelope? It seems like there's some kind of envelope that Monokuma left us. Okay, I guess he's just gonna give us open our envelopes, and then we got what the hell? Mukuro? That's so weird. Huh.
Unbelievable.
Oh, come on, I forgot the thing. Hold on. Hold on, I got it. Alright, there we go, we're good. Okay then. Okay, I guess that happened. I believe our next location should be... Let's talk to Havoc. Let me talk to it yet. doesn't want to talk to me. What the hell? Huh.
I see.
Guess he's... Oh, damn, she slept.
You SOB! Yes!
We got that one.
Yes. Oh, I'm on fire!
And there she goes. Oh, there's a body out. What the hell?
Right. Makoto. Indeed. Listen. It would seem I knew it. Indeed. It would seem... Anyway,
Okay, so it seems like we're gonna have
Makoto. Listen.
to... Mukuro's body? What?
I see. So... Makoto. So then...
Okay, let's take a look at it again. Tarps? The tarps perhaps? Wait, updated? Yeah, update, there we go, there we go. Something about that.
It would seem...
9 lights. So what about that, notebook or something? Okay, I guess we have to ask Kyoko.
Whew. Because...
Man, shut up, battery. I mean,
Indeed.
controller. Wait!
Indeed. Indeed. Because... Wrong. Listen. However...
Yeah, we could get to the finale next week, maybe.
So then... At the very least... Right. In other words...
Okay.
Hey. So... Indeed. Indeed.
Alright, there's the update.
And... So then... Why? Hey. Whew. So then...
Oh yeah, Kyoko's handbook.
What? What? So... Indeed. I see. And? Why is that? Because... What? If that's true... Makoto.
The videos.
So... Makoto. So... Anyway... Makoto. In other... However...
Kinda want more time to, like, to explain it by, like,
Why? Whew. Hey. Makoto. So then...
Well, see you, Kyoko. I think there is like one more thing we can find. The first floor at the end. Oh, let's chuck this shit in. Alright, let's chuck it in. Oh, baby. Oh my god, it's baby girl. I mean...
I do apologize, but I hope you don't mind if I record our conversation. I'm a little slow, you know. I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation. So this video is meant to serve as a kind of contract substitute. It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's more like insurance. So please don't worry too much. Now then, let me get straight to the point. There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that? Thank you. And I'm sorry about all this. Well, I can promise you that I will do everything in my power to keep you safe. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, I give you my word.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that's Makoto.
So, Makoto, before we begin...
Yes.
Now, shall we get Makoto? There's a chance. Can you accept that?
Yes.
I'm sorry I'm putting you through all this.
Well, I mean...
But I promise that as long as the headmaster of...
Yeah, I think that's like a lot of them. Yeah, there goes a lot of people now. Oh shit, someone cut it off.
Say what?
Oh, I think Monokuma broke it actually, so because he went, "Ain't technology a bitch?"
Too bad.
Yeah, something like that.
That's right.
Yes, something like that happened. I think we got him. Alright.
For anything that has a start, there has to be an end. And if the end comes, then that means it's time for a fresh start. There is no night that doesn't have a dawn. Although that dawn is totally pitch black, there is no storm that won't eventually end. Of course, then that leads to drought. But as I said, every end is the promise of a new beginning. Which is why I'm sure we'll get to meet again. Because the end is only the beginning. Anyway, let's get started. The beginning of the end of the class trial. Everyone gather once again at you know where.
Alright. Here we go. Here we go. Our final class trial of the day.
Makoto. Listen. However...
Oh, Byakuya looks pissed.
You called for me and so I appear. Oh, I'm on fire! Yes! My beautiful...
Oh boy.
Well now. Thrills, chills, kills!
Here we go.
Unbelievable. Today, I'm feeling white.
Stop talking.
You guys.
In the name of my family.
Looks like both of them are silent.
Hey. However. So.
Let's finish this. Alright. Here we go. This is the final trial site. What did you think? Isn't it just the perfect background for deciding a person's fate? It's the long-awaited last stage. The always exciting final boss battle. I'm gonna sit in on this one. I'll just sit right here in the second 16th seat.
Thrills,
Well
chills,
then, let's
kills!
begin! This is it. This is it. The real finale. So yeah, we're gonna stop here for now, because, you know, the class trial will be our finale next week. Well, I want to do it tomorrow, but honestly, I kind of want to take a break. I want to do a day off for a bit, for once. So, that's it for today's stream, guys. I hope you enjoyed this live stream. Next week, we're gonna get to the finale of Danganronpa. It's crazy. The finale of Danganronpa is gonna be next week, so I'll probably do it next Friday. Why not any other day? I'll explain it later in the community post, so just keep in mind when I post that community post, okay guys? So yeah, next week will be the finale of Danganronpa. Alright, let's go on to raid targets and let's go on and see who's live. Ooh, maybe she's live, so... Ooh, I hadn't raided her in a bit, so I think I can go... I think that's a good chance we can go ahead and raid her. So... Alright, I found someone that's doing Animal Crossing New Horizons. I hadn't raided her at all before, so might as well go for a chance, so... Well, here's some rules of the raid. 1, please don't spam the raid because it makes me look bad, and like and sub to that person. And if you're gonna subscribe to that person, you don't have to, but if you do, don't unsub at that moment, because you're kind of hurting them. It's kind of rude, you know? Because, you know, that's just supposed to meet the ball. So yeah, next week, we're getting ready for the finale of Danganronpa. How will this final class trial go? Who knows? Also, I need to charge my controller because I think my battery's about to die. Kind of sad, but unfortunate moment there. But oh well, I can just charge it or something. At least for now. So next week, Danganronpa finale episode of version 1. Let me just get the ending screen in and we're gonna go ahead and say our raid target. Hold on just a second before I end. The 400 subscriber special is gonna be this. Wait, is my okay? Never mind. Oh, all right. What was I gonna say? Anyways, so yeah, don't worry. This Saturday we will have the 400 subscriber special. Be on the lookout for that one because it's gonna be a party we're gonna throw this Saturday. So be sure to stay tuned for the 400 sub special this Saturday. And with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. Remember, like, comment, subscribe for more content in the future. And until then, I will see you guys this Saturday with the 400 subscriber special. Alright, raid target. Amy Slays. Amy Slays is doing Animal Crossing. So just, you can say the hashtag once. Don't spam it and like and sub to her. I'll meet you guys up later, because I gotta end the stream. So with that said, I will see you guys later. Goodbye, everyone. See you Saturday for that 400 subs party special.